Are you ready to confront your own darkness? Are you prepared to face the parts of yourself that hold you back, the habits that weaken your resolve, and the emotions that can tear your mind apart from the inside? This is a journey not for the faint of heart, but for those willing to search within, to unearth their most powerful and destructive sides and transform them. We're talking about real change, the kind that will strip away your weaknesses, one layer at a time, until nothing remains but resilience and purpose. If you're here for that, then you're in the right place. But before we dive deep into this transformative path of self-mastery, make sure to subscribe to this channel. By joining us, you're taking the first step toward becoming a better, stronger version of yourself every single day. And you won't want to miss what's coming next as we unlock the secrets to overcoming the greatest obstacles that lie within. Let's embark on this journey together, for there is strength in numbers. This is a call to become unbreakable, guided by the wisdom of the Stoics. Mastery over destructive emotions. Our first step is perhaps the hardest, taking control over the emotions that drag us down, tempt us, and disrupt our balance. Imagine the depths of anger, jealousy, and fear that you may have felt at different moments in your life. For the Stoic, these are not just emotions, they are dangerous forces capable of leading us astray, pushing us into actions that we regret, and away from the calm, disciplined life we seek. Marcus Aurelius, a man who ruled over one of the vastest empires in history, knew this well. Despite his immense power, he emphasized that the only true control one could hold was over oneself, and that control begins with emotion. Think of a moment when anger overcame you, when it clouded your mind so completely that you acted in ways that shocked even you. Anger, as Seneca wrote, is like a strong acid. It dissolves the very vessel that contains it. It poisons the mind, stripping away clarity and leaving us at the mercy of our impulses. The Stoic path calls us not to avoid emotion, but to harness it, to transform it from chaos into calm strength. We must learn to observe these feelings without allowing them to seize control. Anger, fear, and jealousy are teachers, but only if we listen without being overpowered. To gain mastery over emotions is to sharpen the mind, to give ourselves room to respond rather than react. This is where true power lies. A person who can keep their mind steady when faced with provocation or fear has achieved more than most will in a lifetime. Epictetus taught that no man is free who is not master of himself. The challenge of controlling our emotions may be the hardest we ever face, but the reward is an unshakable strength, a core that cannot be rattled, no matter the circumstance. For us to improve each day, we must practice observing and understanding our emotions without judgment, without letting them lead us. This mastery over emotions isn't about becoming robotic or suppressing our humanity. It's about claiming our freedom from impulsive reactions. Each day, with every situation that tests us, we are presented with a choice. Will we be ruled by our emotions, or will we rise above them, standing firm like the ancient Stoics, unshaken by the chaos around us? Self-discipline in action. Once we begin to tame our emotions, the next step is to gain control over our actions and thoughts. The Stoics believed that we are defined not by what we feel, but by what we choose to do. Self-discipline is not a single moment of restraint. It is a continuous, rigorous commitment to act with purpose. This commitment is woven into our daily lives and determines how far we will go on our path to self-mastery. Seneca argued that most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. When we practice self-discipline, we step into that power. Self-discipline is required not only in the grand decisions, but in every small choice we make. When you wake up and decide to make your bed, to start your day with order and purpose, that is self-discipline. When you choose to work diligently instead of procrastinating, that is self-discipline. But the true test lies in our thoughts. Every moment that we allow ourselves to indulge in negativity, laziness, or resentment, we stray from the Stoic path. Marcus Aurelius urged himself daily to waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. To cultivate self-discipline is to build a fortress within, a place of inner peace where external events and distractions cannot penetrate. This is where we find freedom, the freedom to act deliberately, with purpose, undistracted by the noise of the outside world. Each day, we have the opportunity to improve this inner strength, to reinforce the walls of our mental fortress, and to become a bit stronger, a bit more resilient than we were the day before. This is the Stoic commitment to progress. When we commit to self-discipline, we are building a foundation that will carry us through all of life's challenges. It is not a chore or a burden, but a privilege and a path to inner peace. We must embrace discipline not as a means of restriction, but as the gateway to true freedom. The freedom to choose our actions, our thoughts, and our responses to life. Every day is a chance to refine this discipline, to improve ourselves in ways we may not see immediately, but will feel profoundly over time. Pursuing wisdom relentlessly. No Stoic journey would be complete without the relentless pursuit of wisdom. Wisdom, in the Stoic sense, is not mere knowledge. It is the understanding that comes from experience, introspection, and the search for truth. Wisdom teaches us that life is fleeting, that our troubles are temporary, and that we are far stronger than we realize. The Stoic philosophers believed that wisdom is our best guide through life's uncertainties, a torch that illuminates our path even in the darkest times. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, said Marcus Aurelius, urging us to seek clarity within. Our commitment to wisdom is a commitment to clarity. It requires humility, for wisdom often demands that we unlearn our assumptions and face uncomfortable truths. Wisdom is the lens through which we view our emotions, our desires, and our actions without attachment or bias. It enables us to understand ourselves more deeply and to confront our faults honestly. The pursuit of wisdom, then, is not an easy path, but it is the only one that leads to true freedom. It is through wisdom that we learn to let go, to accept life's hardships without complaint, and to see beauty even in struggle. To pursue wisdom daily is to embrace each experience, each challenge, as an opportunity to learn and grow. Wisdom does not come from books alone, but from life itself. Every failure, every disappointment, every heartbreak is a lesson waiting to be learned. We must be willing students, open to the teachings of hardship and adversity. Seneca famously said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Each day we commit to wisdom, we strengthen our minds, preparing ourselves for the trials to come. In the pursuit of wisdom, we do not strive for perfection, but for understanding. The Stoic does not claim to know all, but rather to seek knowledge constantly. We are students of life, humbled by the vastness of what we do not yet know, and made stronger by our willingness to learn. By improving our wisdom daily, we are not only improving ourselves, but also enriching the lives of those around us. For a wise mind is a beacon of light in a world often shrouded in darkness. Building fortitude against adversity. Every Stoic knows that life is unpredictable and that hardship is not just a possibility, but a certainty. Fortitude, the ability to withstand life's trials without faltering, is perhaps the most valuable quality we can possess. In the face of adversity, fortitude gives us the strength to remain steady, unbroken, and unmoved. The Stoics taught that it is not what happens to us, but how we respond that defines our character. Epictetus advised, We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Fortitude is not just about enduring pain or misfortune. It's about transforming these experiences into fuel for growth. Each hardship, each moment of suffering becomes a stepping stone on our path to greatness. It is through enduring and overcoming adversity that we discover our true strength, our capacity to endure what we once thought unbearable. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is the heart of fortitude, seeing every obstacle as an opportunity to become stronger. To build fortitude, we must embrace discomfort, seek out challenges, and remain undaunted in the face of setbacks. This does not mean we seek suffering for its own sake, but rather that we face it willingly, without fear. Each day is an opportunity to test our resilience, to push against the boundaries of our limitations, and to prove to ourselves that we are stronger than we believed. Through fortitude, we turn pain into progress, and adversity into achievement. True fortitude is built over time through daily acts of courage, discipline, and endurance. It is not a trait we are born with, but a skill we cultivate through practice and commitment. Each moment of hardship, each struggle, is an opportunity to strengthen our spirit. By building fortitude every single day, we prepare ourselves for whatever life may bring, ready to face it with an unbreakable soul and a calm heart. Striving for inner virtue and purpose. The final and perhaps most profound piece in our journey of self-mastery is the commitment to inner virtue. For the Stoic, virtue is not a mere ideal or moral guideline. It is the very essence of a life well lived, the compass that keeps us on course through the storms of existence. The Stoics believed that true happiness and fulfillment come not from wealth, fame, or comfort, but from living in harmony with our values, from acting with integrity and courage in all that we do. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Virtue, in this sense, is the pursuit of excellence in character. It is the practice of honesty, compassion, bravery, and justice, even when it is difficult. To strive for virtue daily is to hold ourselves to a higher standard, to aspire to be better than we were yesterday. The Stoics understood that while the world around us may be chaotic, our actions and intentions remain within our control. Our commitment to virtue becomes the anchor that holds us steady. It's a promise we make to ourselves, to choose the right path over the easy one every single time. When we strive for inner virtue, we align ourselves with a purpose greater than our individual desires. This purpose is not about achieving recognition or gaining approval from others. It is about finding peace within, knowing that we have lived in accordance with our principles. Seneca put it well, "A good character is the only guarantee of everlasting, carefree happiness." In a world filled with distractions and temptations, maintaining this inner integrity is no small feat. It requires constant vigilance, a daily recommitment to our values, even when no one else is watching. Virtue, for the Stoic, is not a destination but a practice. Each day, each moment, is a chance to reaffirm our dedication to this path. We are not perfect beings, and we will falter. But the Stoic does not seek perfection. They seek progress. By striving to be just a little bit kinder, a little bit wiser, a little bit braver every day, we inch closer to the ideal of the virtuous life. This journey, this commitment, is the true purpose of our existence. It is what gives our lives meaning beyond the temporary pleasures of the material world. In the end, virtue is the legacy we leave behind. It is the impact we have on those around us, the example we set for others to follow. By embodying virtue in all that we do, we not only elevate ourselves, but inspire others to do the same. This is the ultimate purpose of the Stoic path: to live with integrity, to face life's challenges with courage, and to leave the world a little better than we found it. As we strive to improve each day, let us remember that true greatness is not in what we achieve, but in who we become. This is the Stoic way, the path to a life of profound meaning and lasting peace.